Hey guys, French Bear here, and I'm playing the hardest Descendant of all, the one that if you play her, things are so hard, Serena, right? Yeah, so just joking. Serena is extremely strong, was at the release, and is probably stronger now, because people are getting to know her better, guns are getting stronger, which means she's getting stronger with every gun as well, so it's like exponential. Anything that gets buffed in the game, buffs Serena indirectly, okay? So I don't play her much, but when I do, I kind of like the fast-paced gameplay she has. That's one thing you want to go and enjoy her for, right? Because that's what she's about. She's about super crazy, OP, broken, going through the level like nothing with any kind of gun in her hand, okay? But there's also a few fun things about her, such as how she makes that Albion Cavalry Gun look really, really cool. And there's a specific build just for her, pretty much, that works really, really well, and that I will showcase to you guys. And I will also show to you guys the kind of meta build that's going around right now, the build that Serena's good Serena players will play, and that you should play in any game mode, okay? So let's just go over that. So just the gameplay is going to be me going through the mission, the Purge 10, okay? So the mission that all of you guys just like to go in when it comes to farming and getting gold overall, okay? So Purge 10, a whole bunch of gold, like you can farm. Let's say me and my friend I just experimented, and in like 45 minutes we got like 15 million gold, which is great. In total of 20 million in 1 hour, basically. But yeah, so him is back and useful now, I would say, just because you actually dash longer when you use your further ability, okay, which lets you either jump from down to up or from left to right. Basically, you can go sideways, you can go front. That jump is super useful, and you can use it in the way you want. Well, him makes it last longer, okay, which can be useful in some instances. Other than that, okay. So one thing that you guys will always talk about and ask about, especially the new players, HP correlates with skill power on Serena, okay? The more HP you have, the more skill power you have. That's why the 2 HP mode, okay? Even though she's super tanky at base. Then we have the maximized range. That is a cool thing, okay? Here is something which I think interesting. As you can see, I am not running skill effect range 92%, I am running maximized range. That's because I would say this minus 20% skill power against a 12% range, okay? 12% range is actually matters, okay? And the skill power you lose skill power modifier is so little on her that you won't see a difference, but you might just get that extra kill. If you're trying to get that extra 1 second on the leaderboard, thanks to that, okay? That's why it's here, and that's why this is not here instead. When we have maximized duration, skill extension, just so, well, the whole idea with cooldown mods, duration mods, is to get a sweet spot with that ability, okay? So basically, you want Redemption Judgment on the bottom right to last as long as possible. So right now it's 24.3 seconds, okay? And the cooldown, you want it to be around 20 seconds, alright? So thanks to Multi-Talented, which is also a cooldown mod, okay? Minus 20%, the 33 seconds you see here are not really what's happening during the game. It's more like 15 seconds, okay? So just so you know, you have way more than enough cooldown, and it's super practical. But maximize conservation to make sure you always have your skill on, and you never like lose, and you're like way above the sweet spot you need to always have your ability on, okay? Then MP collector to make sure you don't need to like go and get MP on the floor, and you can just stay up in the air and not care about anything, but just shoot and do your Serena stuff without having to do anything to get your power back or whatever. So yeah, well, Serena is really OP in that aspect too, just like the hundreds of aspects she's OP at. Sorry, I might be a bit biased towards Serena, but quite OP. So yeah, that's it for the build and the overall gameplay. Just remember to check out the gameplay itself. It's just 2 minutes time tour, solo and co-op, so you can really understand how do you use this build in solo and how do you use this build in co-op as well efficiently. I have a Reactor, which I would say only thing that matters here is what you see at the bottom, duration, skill duration up and skill cooldown maxed out, okay? That's what matters with her, because once again, it goes toward finding the sweet spot with her number 4, okay? So damage is not useful. Nothing is useful here because your ability, how to say, is related to your gun damage. So yeah, my damage and skill power doesn't really affect my skill power much, okay? And we have the ascending armor ascending set, okay, which gives you skill cost minus 6.5%, which helps, with the whole idea of not caring about mana. Then we have fit supplies for free if you're in the air and you are doing a dash forward, okay, or forward or backward, sideways, you're going to get ammo for free. No need to do anything. You just get ammo like that because you're Serena. So because she's flying and you need to be in the air, but yeah, so extremely useful for Serena, a bit stupid, I guess. So yeah, you can check what I have on this. Now for the Arche tuning. So I went with this because I think it's great. So basically multi-hit to me is really strong, stronger than a mutant cell, okay? And then health is also quite strong, even compared to mutant cell as well. It boosts your skill power more than actual skill power mods, or more than any mutant cell too, because you're not, it's just how it is, okay? So yeah, that's almost it. Almost fair to again. So invention reinforcement, multi-hit, shield focus rounds, and an extra multi-hit chance. Okay, which are again because you're Serena, you actually get that all the time, more than any other character in the game, and it's like the best reinforcement, one of the best reinforcement. Okay, and this one helps you a bit. Okay, so now for the guns. Finally, the interesting part. At least I think you should listen to that one because I think it's really cool. Unless you already know everything, okay? So the Albion Cavalry Gun, Serena makes it super cool. So first of all, she doesn't need to reload, so she can go chase priority, doesn't care about reload stuff, okay? There's that. Second of all, she can go multi-hit and critically damage, okay? So there's two mods that are usually not so great on Descendants because she already has at base a lot of multi-hit damage and multi-hit chance. She can use them, okay? So we have multi-hit damage plus 30% and multi-hit chance plus 10%. Seems small, okay? And then here multi-hit chance plus 15% and multi-hit damage plus 5%. So an extra multi-hit damage and chance, little, but still right there, okay? So you're using these mods instead of multi-percussion sight, okay, which gives you multi-hit chance 30%, and the other one multi-piercing sights, which gives you multi-hit damage, but a massive firearm critical hit damage minus, okay. Well, with this particular build, okay, I will show you the course. Here you have on course firearm critical hit rate maxed out, okay. You are going to crit so much and have somewhat of a sweet spot between critting, multi-hits, and just overall insane damage, okay, ability damage that you're just going to melt them more than any other build that's relying on solely multi-hit or solely critically damage, okay? So very fun really to use. I think it's a very particular and specific build that's kind of well done, okay? So yeah, just give it a shot. It's fun and as you see very efficient in the gameplay video you will see next. But we have the Restored Relic. That's kind of the way to go usually with her, but I'm showing it to you guys two ways, okay? So Restored Relic, basically you should have 2 or 3 bullets and everything dies, okay? So there goes the build. The particularity here is that you have max hyper rounds and max hyper rounds plus 60% and 50, because your ability that gives you ammo back basically works in sync with that. You're going to get twice more ammo back because your total ammo is more, okay? Because I think you get something like, let's say this mod, right? Gives you field supplies 10%. That's 10% of your overall max gun capacity, okay? So by increasing that capacity, you increase the ammo you get with the mods related to it. right? I hope you got that. So yeah, after this long time, me speaking for a very long time, hopefully you guys are not bored. Probably most of you are out, not even listening right now. Yeah, so thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Like and subscribe for more coming as usual. Bye bye.